What if all you had to start an online business was $10? No expensive course, no fancy equipment, just $10 and the internet. Sounds impossible, right? Because most people believe you need hundreds or even thousands of dollars to start making money online. But here's the truth. The internet isn't a place where money wins. Ideas and leverage win. So in this video, we're walking through a realistic path to turn $10 into $1,000 online, step by step. Not theory, not motivational fluff. Actual strategies that people are using right now.
And the most surprising part?
The $10 isn't even the most important resource. Before we talk about tools or strategies, something important needs to change first. When people think about starting a business with $10, they immediately focus on what they can't do. I can't run ads. I can't build a big website. I can't hire anyone. But here's the shift. When you start with limited money, you rely on leverage instead of spending. Leverage means using platforms that already have millions of users. You borrow attention instead of buying it. Platforms like YouTube, TikTok, Fiverr, Etsy, and Gumroad already have huge audiences. Your job isn't building the platform, it's using the platform. And that's where the first step begins. The smartest way to multiply a small amount of money online is by creating something digital. Why? Because digital products can be sold unlimited times. Think of things like templates, guides, Notion planners, checklists, mini ebooks. Here's where the $10 comes in. You can use it for simple tools, marketplaces, or small assets needed to launch the product. But the real magic happens with ideas. For example, imagine creating a simple productivity planner for students or a budgeting spreadsheet for freelancers. One product, infinite copies. Sell it for $10, and you only need 100 sales to reach $1,000. But of course, creating a product is only half the equation. The real challenge is traffic. Most beginners think they need paid ads to sell online. But ads require money and experience. Instead, the smartest move is borrowing traffic from platforms that already exist. Short-form content platforms are especially powerful for this. TikTok, Instagram Reels, and YouTube Shorts allow creators to reach thousands of people even with brand new accounts. And here's the strategy. You create short pieces of content around a specific problem. For example, how to stay organized as a student. 3 productivity hacks for remote workers. Simple budgeting tips for beginners. At the end of the content, you naturally mention the solution, your digital product. But here is where it gets interesting. Many people imagine that online success requires constant viral content. But the reality is different. Often, creators experience something called a spike moment. One video suddenly gains traction. Maybe it gets 20,000 views, maybe 100,000. Even if just 1% of viewers buy a $10 product, that single video could generate hundreds of dollars. And once you've created one product, you can repeat the system. Once your first digital product starts selling, something powerful happens. You now understand your audience. You know their problems. You know what they're searching for. So the next move is creating related products. If the first product is a productivity planner, the second could be a study schedule template. The third could be a goal-setting worksheet. Each product adds another income stream. Think of it like building a vending machine. Each slot sells something different, but the machine works 24 hours a day. And over time, those small sales start stacking. Another powerful way to grow from $10 to $1,000 is by combining digital products with freelancing. Freelancing is one of the fastest ways to generate initial income online. Platforms like Fiverr and Upwork allow beginners to offer services such as writing, graphic design, social media captions, video editing. But here's the modern twist. AI tools can dramatically speed up the work. Instead of spending hours writing or brainstorming ideas, AI can generate drafts and outlines that you refine. This allows freelancers to complete projects faster and take on more clients. And those freelance earnings can then be reinvested into building digital products. Now the system becomes a loop. Let's imagine the journey so far. You start with $10. You launch a simple digital product. You post short-form content to attract traffic. You complete a few freelance projects. Soon, the first $100 appears. That $100 isn't just money, it's proof. Proof that the system works. And once you reach that stage, growth becomes much easier. Because now you can improve tools, create better products, or invest more time into scaling the content. Momentum is one of the most powerful forces in business. Here's the uncomfortable truth. The reason most people never turn $10 into $1,000 online isn't because the strategies don't work.
It's because they quit too early.
They post 2 videos and stop. They launch one product and lose patience. They try one idea and jump to the next trend. But online systems behave differently than traditional jobs. They grow slowly at first, then suddenly. Think of it like pushing a giant flywheel. At the beginning, it barely moves. But once it gains momentum, every push becomes easier. So let's simplify the entire strategy. Start with a small digital product that solves a clear problem. Use free platforms to create short content that attracts attention. Offer services if you need faster income. Reinvest early earnings into improving products and systems. And most importantly, stay consistent long enough for momentum to build. Because turning $10 into $1,000 online isn't magic. It's simply the result of small systems compounding over time. If you remember one thing from this video, remember this. Online income rarely comes from one big moment. It usually comes from many small wins stacking together. If you found this breakdown helpful, make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. And if you want to see something even more interesting, check out the next video where we test AI side hustles that claim to make $1,000 per month because the results might surprise you.